What's going on YouTube? It's Mike here, and today guys, I got an awesome review for you, and this is the best iPhone case I think I have ever reviewed, really ever. Now, usually in my reviews, I boast a lot about iPhone cases, and I talk about how great they are, but out of all of them, this has to be my favorite yet. As you know, I've been using different cases, like the OtterBox case on my iPhone 4S. There's been a bunch of them, but I haven't had anything compared to this one. Now, this is a pretty unique one, and this is from a really cool company called LifeProof. Now, as you can see here, this case has a lot of features. It is waterproof, dirtproof, snowproof, and shockproof, meaning you can drop this thing in the mud, and it'll be fine. You can get it wet. You can go underwater with it. You can drop it in the sink, and it'll be fine. You can go sledding with it. And the best part, you can actually drop it, and it'll be fine. I mean, not if you drop it from constant heights. So, this is working with my iPhone 4S. Now, it's available in 4 different colors. It's available in black, white, pink, and purple. But, I mainly just want to get to the review and stop talking. So, thank you, LifeProof, for sending this case out to me. It took a few months to get back from them, but, I can understand because, it was a product that was coming soon. Now, right here in the box, my iPhone is actually in here. So, if I press the home button, it is on. But I'm going to get to that in a minute. On here, of the front of the box, you can actually see we have details. There'll be a link in the description to get this. Alright, so we got a pretty nice box all around, right? We got the 4 LifeProofs. Okay, so we'll go ahead now and open it. Again, there will be a link in the description to get this. It works with the 4 and the 4S, and the iPad 2 one is coming soon. So go ahead and just slide this out. I've obviously opened it. My iPhone's already in here. So we'll go ahead and take the phone out. We got a microfiber LifeProof cloth. Put that to the side. And then in here we have the headphone external jack, or whatever you want to call this, which will actually, if you buy the waterproof headphones online, or you want to get the headphones into here, this is where you plug in your headphones. And this actually screws into the top of the iPhone if you unscrew the little earphone plug on the top. And it also comes with an extra earphone plug, just in case you lose the other. So that was pretty nifty of LifeProof to do, and I like this little accessory. So let's go ahead and get right into the review. The first thing you'll notice with this case is its ultra sleek and slim design. You really don't lose much thickness of the iPhone. Of course, most cases add thickness on the iPhone to begin with. So, as long as you get the ultra slim type of feel, that's the best part. And this case actually makes the phone a little bit longer, which I don't think is a bad thing, because I've always wanted to see how it feels to actually hold an Android device. As you know, they get pretty long. So, here's what the case looks like now. I'll go ahead and show you how it looks up close. As you can see here, we still have room for all of our volume buttons and the mute switch. Now, the mute switch is a little different here with the case, since it's a different configured switch. For example, if I flick it up, it mutes it. If I flick it down, it unmutes. It would regularly be the other way. This is something I'd have to get used to, because I could really get myself screwed in school if it goes off. But I guess I just have to get used to it. On the top, we have an airtight headphone jack seal, which comes unscrewed, and there is an extra one included in the package. So that just comes unscrewed right here. And if you're about to put in water, please put this back on. This is majorly important. So there, deep down there, is the actual headphone jack. You probably can't see it well. And then we have a covered up microphone port, a power button. And then on the side, nothing. And then on the bottom, we have 2 facing out speakers. This flicks open for the dock connector, and it's nice and soft on the bottom here, so no water is going to leak in. And then we have waterproof speakers on the bottom. And here's the back, still having access to the iPhone 4S's beautiful 8-megapixel 1080p camera, along with the flash. And then down here it says LifeProof. Probably can't see it too well. Waterproof, dirtproof, snowproof, and shockproof, the symbols. So I'll go ahead and screw this back on. So overall, it is a pretty nice case. Now, I almost messed myself up, and I almost requested the black one. I'm glad I told them to give me a white one, because if I got a black one, this piece actually covers up the iPhone completely. So, for example, if I got the black one, my iPhone would turn black. This is a whole white piece. If you look closely, you can see it separates from the microphone, and if you look down, you can actually see the white under there. So it covers up the whole thing completely to protect it. There's even a home button added, which is completely different from what you had. I mean, not completely different, but it's completely covered up. It's a nice plastic. There is a little bit of feedback, and I do find it a little bit harder to type on my iPhone, but it's not that big of a deal. Up here we've got the microphone covered, not microphone, speaker covered. The front camera still clear, but covered. And then we have the proximity sensor along with another added proximity sensor hole. And then down here we just got the little separator to actually pull it out. So ultimately you guys are probably wondering, well, it's pretty soft material. You know, is it really going to protect my device? I've dropped this in water a bunch of times already. Trust me, as soon as I got it, I wanted to test it out. Well, at the same time, I was scared to risk my iPhone, but it did work out well. So, you guys are probably dying to see how this thing works in the water, because after you see this, you're going to want to, want it more. So, enough of me talking. Let's get right into the water test. Okay, guys, here we've got a perfectly good blue bowl of water. Go ahead and pick up the camera. As you can see, no strings attached. This is pure water. Just went downstairs and filled it. So, we're going to go ahead and put this iPhone in the water with the LifeProof case. Now, before we do this, we're going to make sure that everything is fastened. As you can see, the headphone jack is nice and tight in there. There's going to be no water leakage. Yep, it's good. All around the sides, it's all locked in. Dock connector, got to make sure it's nice and good. All around the sides, it's good. Alright, now you guys are probably scared, but trust me, it's going to be okay. So, I'll just scare you guys a little bit more, and I'll put some good old music on. I'm sorry if this is a terrible song to you guys. There you go. You can't really tell it's in the water because it's clear water, but it's in there. I obviously can't function the touchscreen because it only works with your hand. You are going to see some bubbles, and no, that doesn't mean that ports are open. That just means the bubbles are trying to actually get through the ports that are waterproof. So don't be worrying, guys. Just make sure everything is fastened, and you should be fine. So if I go ahead and take it out, let that screen dry a bit, and you can see it's still functional. You can kind of see me there, I guess. It's a little bit wet. Use my jeans. So yeah. So it does work pretty well. I'm impressed by how this works, actually. But again, be careful, and LifeProof's not going to risk if you do mess up your iPhone. You've got to make sure everything is fastened. So there you go, guys. That's the water test. It does work. And after these water tests, I have taken my iPhone out of the case, and there's nothing. I mean, this is an airtight seal. It's pretty good. Yesterday, I was showing off in school, my friends, on the water fountain. I mean, this thing holds up well. So that's one of the great features about it. Now, guys, unfortunately, it's not currently snowing in my area, so I can't really demonstrate that feature, and I don't have any dirt to demonstrate it. But we're going to go ahead and do a drop test. Okay, so here we're going to drop it from about maybe 4 or 5 feet. Not really sure. Maybe 4 feet. So here we go. We're going to do it back down, and then I'll do face down. Just kind of on the corner, I guess you could say. It's on carpet. I really don't have concrete to demonstrate it on the screen. You also, every time you drop it, make sure they're accidental drops too. Every time you drop it, you want to make sure that everything is fastened around the case itself. Make sure there's no openings or cracks or bumps. Go ahead and give it a hard throw this time. You can see it's holding up. So again, carpet really isn't a good demonstration for this, but it is holding up and everything is good. And, I've been able to drop it on the tile floor to actually take a test, and it's kind of like a rubbery, even though it's hard plastic, it's kind of like when I flick it, you can't really hear it. It's kind of like a rubbery type of surface. So, that was an accidental one. So there really isn't much of a big sound when it drops. It's good that there's rubber because it kind of bounces back and it doesn't really hurt the screen or anything. So that's definitely something good. And I've seen, if you look on LifeProof's YouTube channel, they show all kinds of demonstrations which makes even worse throws. I wouldn't do, because LifeProof is kind of like a bodyguard for your accidental falls. And guys, that's it for this review. If you liked it, please leave some comments below on your thoughts. Of course, rate, give this video a thumbs up, and click the subscribe button up top. Again, head off to lifeproof.com for this awesome iPhone case. Pretty sure it's $80, but it's definitely worth it for all this great protection. And even though it's the winter, I can't wait in the summer to actually go and film this in the pool, because that'll be really awesome. And all the other great features. This is definitely going to protect my new iPhone 4S from all my accidental falls and drops. And I just think the waterproof feature is the coolest. So again, check out the link in the description for their site. And thank you again, LifeProof, for sending this out for review. And guys, I will see you in the next video. Peace.